So we already introduced ourselves, and I briefly mentioned that Richard and Ingrid and I were working together on the Unlock project, which Sultan also worked on, so and is very familiar with. But for those of you who are not, it's an Erasmus Plus consortium project. So we're representing the AUAS and working with a variety of other universities and a couple of businesses across Europe. And our mission is kind of just to spread the joy of educational escape rooms. So there are a few different research focuses, and in particular, I think where Richard and Ingrid and I are focusing on the skills and competences behind escape rooms. So both what do they foster in students, but also what skills do teachers need to be able to successfully implement those in a classroom. And one of our more tangible products, one of our deliverables, is actually going to be a MOOC, a massive open online course that teaches teachers about, well, everything about escape rooms, educational escape rooms, but also takes them through how to design one and how to successfully implement an educational escape room. So this is something that's going to be available in March, and we'd like to invite you to participate in that as well if you're interested and would like to learn more. So again, I'll remind you guys at the end of the session. And other opportunities that we have are, well, we're always looking for kind of research subjects. So anybody that would be interested in sharing their experience with educational escape rooms, or if you're trying one out, and we could pick your brain on that, or your students' brains on their experience. We're looking for those types of participants. So if you're interested, or if you know anybody that's interested, we'd really appreciate if you pass along the word. But so in a nutshell, that's the Unlock project. Richard or anybody else, do you have anything else to add or any questions at this point? No? Okay. So just a quick overview so we're all on the same page. What are escape rooms and what are educational escape rooms? So the escape room is the physical escape room is when you're really trapped in a room and you're trying to get out. You work with a group of friends or family and you find clues, you figure out clues, you solve puzzles and accomplish different goals or tasks, sometimes in a particular order, but other times not. That's kind of the idea, the basic format of an escape room. And usually that's done within a certain time period, right? Put on a little bit of pressure and make it a little bit exciting. And then an educational escape room works with that basic format, that basic idea, and uses content, course content, as the topic for the clues and the puzzles and the tasks. And it could be content, or it could also be working on skills, right? You could practice certain skills throughout while you're working through an escape room. What you see here, the pictures that you see here are actually taken from an escape room that was done at the Amsterdam University of Applied Sciences. And you see it was indeed a physical escape room. They had really fun objects and manipulatives, puzzles that they actually had to figure out, but they also had code sheets and text to read, instructions to follow, and word puzzles and number puzzles to figure out. Since March, clearly, we've had to shift from being able to think about this in the complete physical sense to how can we provide this experience online. And so that's a little bit of what we've been thinking about, and that's what we're going to see, and you're going to get to experiment or experience today. And I'll say one more thing about escape rooms, and in particular, Ingrid and Richard coming from the School of Business. I think one thing that was really interesting for them was this overlap of the entrepreneurial mindset and what escape rooms offer. So we know from research that challenge and competition can add a little bit of edge to the learning experience. Experimental or experiential learning also adds something to the learning process and can impact that positively. And that gamification and the use of escape rooms are motivating for students. But another thing is that the skills that you need or put into play to escape an escape room, such as thinking outside of the box, solving puzzles or problems, and working with other people, those are the same types of skills that are super important in entrepreneurial education and in the entrepreneurial mindset. Though, that being said, I'm a language teacher, and certainly the benefits of escape rooms are not limited to business or entrepreneurship. Certainly they apply across the board in all subjects and for a range of topics and learners.